Hi, this is Dr. Felicia LaBoy, lead pastor and life coach at the historic First United Methodist Church with another motivational moment from the Bible. These motivational moments are designed to help you take what you learn in church, what you learn in Sunday school, what do you do in your private devotional time, and make them a part of your everyday life. This week, as many families are preparing to go back to school or send their kids back to school, and just even with all the things that are going on, one of the things that I've noticed is that people are under a lot of stress. There is the coronavirus, the pending flu season. Folks are dealing with all of the things that are happening on the news. We've been through 2 political conventions, and so the voting season is ramping up. Not only that, we've got folks who are worried about their jobs and what will happen with that. Will we be put back in a different phase as we go through this virus? There's every night we look on the news, there is peaceful protests and rioting. Someone ought to just go, whew, right? So what do we do in times that are stressful? What do we do in times that are overwhelming? Some folks turn to a good bottle of wine. Some folks turn to eating. Some folks turn to just vegging out in front of a television set or in front of a video game. Some of us turn to our work, and some of us simply shrink back. Beloved, the Bible tells us that there is a remedy for when we feel overwhelmed and anxious. In Psalm 68, David reminds us that when we are overwhelmed, we should go to the rock that is higher than I. Well, what in the world does that mean? It means that I'm asking God to lead me into his presence, to help me see what he sees from his perspective, to help me to see that he is working all things together for my good. And all of that is really lofty, right? I mean, I can know that intellectually while everything inside is going every which way. So I came by this day just to give you some practical helps of what to do when you are overwhelmed and stressed out and anxious. And they come from 2 letters that Paul wrote, one to the church at Philippi and one to the church at Ephesus. And I'm going to be reading these scripture passages from the Message Bible because it's the Message Bible that would have given the words of scripture in a way that the people then can understand. And I think it makes it so simple. Hear now these words from Philippians 4, verses 6 through 9. Don't fret or worry. Yeah, right. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers, letting God know your concerns. And before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness, everything coming together for good, will come and settle you down. It's wonderful what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. Summing it up, friends, I'd say you'll do best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse. In Ephesians 5:18 and 20, 18 through 20 says, don't drink too much wine. That cheapens your life. Drink the Spirit of God. Use draughts of Him, singing hymns instead of drinking songs. Sing songs from your heart to Christ. Sing praises over everything. Any excuse for a song to God the Father in the name of our Master, Jesus Christ. So basically, what are we told to do? We're told not to worry about anything, but to pray about everything. And beloved, praying about everything is not a hard thing to do. It's just simply going to God and talking to God and being honest with God. This is going on in my life and I'm scared and I don't like it, but I'll trust you. This is reminding ourselves of who God has promised to be. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord that sees to it. Jehovah Nisi, our battle fighter. Jehovah Shalom, our peace. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that heals us. We, beloved, can begin to just pray and give God our problem, but also take the time to remember all that God has promised to be to us. And not only that, I love what it says in Ephesians. It says, sing songs. Now, I don't know about you, I really can't sing. And so what I do is I put on a streaming service, my phone, my app, a radio, and I play music that helps keep me focused. Finally, beloved, I want to encourage you to focus on what is right, to focus on what is good, on things that you can be thankful for. I've noticed even that a lot of the planning journals, the ways that you keep your time during every day, your daily agenda journals, right? That they are including a part of this that says, name 3 things daily that you are grateful for. Even before you go to bed or before you start your day, what are some things that you can give God thanks and praise for? What's a thought that you can put down, that you can have someplace to remind you that all is not lost, that God is still in control, and that you and I ultimately will be okay? For me, I have in the midst of my planning journal, God has me in his grip. God has me in his grip. And not only does God have me in his grip, he has you in his grip. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful to be on this side of the dirt, as a friend of mine would say. I'm grateful for another day. I'm grateful for the love of a good man, for a place to stay, for friends and family. I'm grateful that I have a God who keeps inviting me to come and talk to him no matter what. And I'm grateful, regardless of what people may have told you, I am grateful that I can be honest with this God, that I can name my fears, my confusion, my hurt, my aches, my pain, my anxiety, and I can stay in his presence until I get some relief, knowing that he offers grace there, not condemnation, because I and you belong to him. Beloved, this has been another motivational moment from the Bible. Remember, don't worry about anything. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't be stressed out. Fill your heart and mind with things that are beautiful, noble, things that you can give thanks for, and put a few songs in your heart, even if you have to just sing them in the shower or in your car on your way to the next situation that you have to face. This is Dr. Felicia LaBoy, lead pastor and life coach at the historic First United Methodist Church, with another motivational moment from the Bible. Have a blessed week. God bless.